They want to build the biggest bicarbonate volcano the world has ever seen. We're talking epic, massive, legendary. But will they be able to control this wild chemical reaction? Or will it turn into a total disaster? Stick around to find out.
And this is how the lava erupts.
Let's see what our little scientists
It's super cool, right?
Nina, what's the plan? And Luke, what are you doing with that giant bottle? It looks like they're regathering all the essential ingredients for a classic volcano experiment. Baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, and vinegar, which is acetic acid. When these two mix, they create a gas called carbon dioxide. This gas builds up pressure and needs to escape, which is what causes the foamy lava to erupt. But Nina and Luke aren't just making a small volcano. Oh no, they're going big. They've constructed a huge mountain model around a massive container. They've spent all morning sculpting it, painting it to look like a real stratovolcano. They've even added little toy trees and houses around the base. I have a feeling those houses are in a higher risk zone. This isn't just an experiment, it's a work of art. Before we see the main event, let's talk about real volcanoes for a second. Deep inside the earth, it's incredibly hot, so hot that rock melts into a thick substance called magma. This magma is less dense than the solid rock around it, so it slowly rises. It collects in big underground pools, called magma chambers. When the pressure in these chambers gets too high, the magma is forced up through cracks and vents in the Earth's crust. And when it erupts onto the surface, we call it lava. Our baking soda and vinegar reaction is a much safer, kitchen-friendly way to simulate that incredible pressure buildup and release. Okay, back to the kitchen laboratory. Nina is carefully measuring out what looks like an entire box of baking soda. Luke is adding some red food coloring to the vinegar to make the lava look more realistic. That's a pro move, right there. The more baking soda and vinegar you use, the more carbon dioxide gas is produced, and the bigger and faster the eruption will be. They're also adding a squirt of dish soap. This is a secret ingredient for extra foamy, long-lasting lava. The soap traps the gas bubbles, creating a much more dramatic effect. The tension is building. The mountain is ready. The chemical agents are prepared. Nina and Luke are putting on their safety goggles. Always remember, safety first, even with simple experiments. They look a little nervous, but mostly just really excited. They're giving each other a look that says,
it's
"Are we
really bubbling."
doing this?" Yes, you are. And we're all here for it. Here we go. Luke is pouring the baking soda into the volcano's crater. All of it. Wow, that's a lot of baking soda. Now Nina has the giant jug of red vinegar. This is the moment of truth. Are you guys ready at home? Let's do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eruption. Whoa, look at it go. It's bubbling. It's rising. It's overflowing. The red foam is pouring down the sides of the volcano. It's way bigger than I expected. The lava is swallowing the little trees. The houses are gone. It's an absolute lava apocalypse. It's not stopping. Nina and Luke are laughing and screaming at the same time. The foam is spreading all over the tray. And now it's starting to spill onto the kitchen counter. Uh-oh.
Wow, it's working!
Might be an understatement.
This is incredible!
The lava flow is reaching the edge of the counter. Luke is trying to build a barrier with paper towels, but it's no use. The foamy red tide cannot be stopped. It's dripping onto the floor now. This is officially a 5-alarm mess. Their kitchen survival is looking questionable at this point. They've created a monster. A big, beautiful, foamy monster. While they frantically try to contain the bubbly chaos, let's think about what we just saw. That powerful eruption was all thanks to a chemical reaction. When the acid, our vinegar, reacted with the base, our baking soda, it produced carbon dioxide gas. Because they used such large quantities, they produced a massive amount of gas very quickly. The gas bubbles got trapped by the dish soap, creating that amazing foam, and the pressure pushed it all up and out. It's the same basic principle as a real volcanic eruption, just with different materials and a much lower temperature, thankfully. Real volcanic eruptions can be incredibly destructive, but they also play a vital role in shaping our planet. They create new land, like the Hawaiian Islands, which were all formed by undersea volcanoes. The ash from eruptions also makes the soil incredibly fertile, which is why many people live near volcanoes despite the risks. So, as you can see, volcanoes are both creators and destroyers. Okay, let's check back in on the disaster zone. It seems the eruption is finally slowing down. The foam is still everywhere, but the initial explosive force is gone. Nina and Luke are looking at the mess with a mix of pride and sheer panic. Their volcano was definitely the biggest ever, but now comes the hard part, the cleanup. That's a part of science they don't always show you. Every great experiment comes with great responsibility, and sometimes, a great big mess to wipe up. Well, I think we can call this experiment a spectacular, explosive success, and a spectacular failure in terms of cleanliness. Nina and Luke definitely learned about chemical reactions, pressure, and the importance of putting down a much bigger tray next time. Their kitchen did survive, but it's going to need a serious deep clean. What an adventure! Thanks so much for watching this crazy experiment with us. We hope you learned something cool about science and had a good laugh at our mess. Remember, science is all about experimenting, and sometimes, things get a little out of hand, and that's part of the fun. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more wild adventures. Let us know in the comments what we should build or explode next. See you next time.